Paying tribute to the victims of Thursday's deadly boat capsizing. This is the scene in Branson, Missouri, where hundreds of people gathered last night for a candlelight vigil, not far from where the deadly incident took place. Officials say 17 of the 31 people on board that duck boat died when it encountered a sudden microburst storm. Megan Roberts is tracking this story for us. So Megan, we're hearing more from one of the survivors about what was happening inside the boat at the time. What can you tell us?
The woman's name is Tia Coleman, Natasha. As you mentioned, she's one of the survivors, and she was out on the boat with a number of members of her family, and unfortunately 9 members of her family died during this accident. She says her children, her husband, her in-laws died during this, and she describes some of the harrowing moments when this boat was sinking. She said that when the boat hit the water, the captain took over. She says that then shortly after, the water became rough, it became choppy, and then a wave hit the boat. And she describes being underwater, trying to get to the surface, and finally swimming as fast as she could and trying to reach for a life jacket, which she says she couldn't get to. Now, that life jacket is an important point which she elaborated on. She said that the captain told them that they didn't need life jackets even after they were shown where they were. Let's hear more of exactly what she said about that.
They told us they're up here, this is where they are. They showed us where they were. They said, but don't worry about it, you won't need it. We said, okay. So when the captain took over, I thought that at some point he would say, grab the jackets now. Yeah. But we were told to stay seated, and everybody stayed seated. Nobody grabbed it. When that boat is found, all those life jackets are gonna be on there because nobody pulled one off. You weren't supposed to grab them unless you were in distress, which we were, but he told us we don't need them.
Coleman says that she believes that more people may have survived this if they had been wearing life jackets, and that's certainly one of the questions that the National Transportation Safety Board is looking into in its investigation. There is a team on ground there looking at exactly what happened. They expect to have a preliminary report in about a week's time. They're interviewing witnesses, they're interviewing survivors from the accident, and the U.S. Coast Guard will also be bringing that boat up to get a closer look at everything that happened. It was a big storm, a very quick storm that hit when this all happened, with gusts of the maximum of up to 105 kilometers per hour.